Mr. Arcilla, madali naman sa Germany bumalik sa nuclear because they already have the plants existing. And it's an emergency, no? Because nga of the tight situation sa fuel all over the world, fossil fuels, and pati nga yung sa mga renewables. So if we are going there, magkano yung mga initial investment, even for this small modular type? Ano yung kakailanganin natin? Because that is an issue being raised, kaya ba natin? It's pretty expensive, no? The initial investment. How much do you think? Yung range na lang, modest investment.
All right, let me explain. Yung first is Germany, ma'am. They cannot just restart because nag-retire na yung mga tao nila. The price for nuclear power, there's a huge difference between the Western ones, like the ones in the US and the UK. They have suffered a lot of delays. That's what makes it very expensive. Umabot ng $10 to $12 billion. But in the past 5 years, there are two countries that have produced nuclear power plants at cost and on time. One is South Korea. They have produced 4 large nuclear power plants in the UAE, an oil-rich country. $5 billion on time and at cost. Okay. China actually has been constructing nuclear power plants. The costs are kind of, but from some scientists that I know, it's under $5 billion. Now, to give you an idea, it may be expensive in the beginning, but nuclear power plants, like in America, they're lasting now 60 years, and they're being licensed for another 20 years. So 80 years yan, as compared to coal plants at 20 years lang. So in the long run, bawing-bawi na po yan. The BNPP that was constructed, similar model in South Korea, they recovered investments in only 6 years. And in fact, if, for example, if South Korea has an offer to restart the BNPP, di ko lang kung magkano, $1 or $2 billion.
Sure, 1 or 2 billion,
no?
yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you run the BNPP, the fuel will cost $30 million that will last for 18 months. And that fuel is small. It will fit inside a jeepney. So 18 months, 1.5 years, wala kang isusubong fuel, no emissions. If that were a coal plant running 620 megawatts for the same 18 months, you will need 50 Panamax ships. A Panamax ship is 50 to 80,000 tons. The importation cost of the coal for the 18 months, 50 Panamax ships will be at least 600 to 800 million US dollars. So doon lang sa fuel, for example, if South Korea wants to get, and then the DOE and the president approves it, the investment will be recovered in 3 years from the fuel savings alone. And you don't have the emissions.
Pero sir, if nuclear energy is so attractive, earlier in the show you were saying na mga 10% lang of the world's power mix is nuclear. Why so low? I understand you need to have a mix, pero why isn't it higher than 10%?
Actually, a big part of is the negative perception of nuclear. You know, when you say nuclear kasi, if you look at Hollywood, ang unang nasa isipan nila ay bomb. You know, just look at Netflix. Meron ka dyan ng Chernobyl. You know, all the movies, the bad guys. We cannot compete against Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, mga plutonium nila, di ba? You know, it's not, they're all exaggerated. But they want to ramp it up now. In fact, the IPCC has said, if you don't go nuclear, you will never reach the 1.5 degree target. People want, mag-gas na lang tayo. Meron pa din yung emissions, you know? So unless you really want to totally cut off your energy usage. So, and then again, as I said, renewables come hand in hand. It's a mix that has to be done. And they should not pit nuclear versus renewables, etc. They help each other. Kasi yung isa, 92% available, yung isa 30% available. Okay? So yun po yung, kasi those who promise sometimes, yan nga, yung energy. Isang problema po talaga dito, ganito rin, ano? Look at who owns the power plants. But hindi po bumababa ang kuryente natin. It's in the hands of very few, very rich people.